Popping it high and deep. But center fielder Caleb Scott ready to make the catch. And 2 outs now. Up now to hit is Aaron Smigelski. The DH designated hitter number 24, Smigelski, and 1-0 on your count. So 1-0, 2 outs, 1 out remaining for the Eagles on the Comets. Comets are trying to get some runs in here to tie things up. This is playoff baseball. If you do not win this game, your season is done. So they're trying to do everything they can to stay in this game here. Both teams playing hard. At one point, this game could have gone either way. The pitch. He'll swing at it, and 2-1. 2-1 on Smigelski. You've still got Austin Cagle. He's at second. Josh Erpenbeck is at first. That's the tying run. The leadoff run is, again, Smigelski at the plate. 2-1 your count now. Top of the 6th. 2 outs, 1 away for the Eagles to wrap it up. And a swing to the catcher. And that will wrap them up here. So opportunities made by the Comets by Cagle and Erpenbeck. Quickly goes south after Smigelski drives one to the pitcher. And the pitcher quickly runs to the first place bag, tags him out.
That owns a black Mustang with dealer tag.
And that again will wrap up the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's 3-1. Eagles out in front of the Comets. Boy, this is playoff baseball on CRN. It's coming down to the wire. Who's going on to face Jacksonville or Norwood? We'll find out here in less than 2.5 innings.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
There is no tomorrow. Win and you stay in. Lose and you go home. This is CRN Sports Network's coverage of the 2019 Baseball Tournament Championship with the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning, we're ready to go here back in Lillington. Trey Deutsch at the plate for the Comets, and first pitch comes in. It's 1-0. Number 7, Alex Bradford, one of the sub-reserves playing now for the Eagles. And he strikes out there at 1-1 now, your count. So changing up the rotation here with Bradford now in. And he'll get himself a left grounder, center. He'll go out at first. So 1 away, 2 down, and Alex Bradford tagging out. And this one I'll bring up number 11. Another sub-reserve for the Eagles of Jason Barnes. He's coming in to hit now. Jason Barnes. Looks like the coach and the umpire are having a meeting of the minds there for a minute.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 11, Jason Barnes.
So Jason Barnes now stepping in to hit for the Eagles, one of the sub-reserve players. Bottom of the 6th. It is 1-3, the pitch. And 1-0 on your count. Trey Deutsch at the plate for hitting is again, of course, one of the subs for the Eagles, and that is Jason Barnes. And the strike called, count now at 1-1. The pitch. Trey Deutsch couldn't get to it in time. Neither could also the shortstop, Kleinert. And they get an opportunity now for number 11 of Barnes to get a drive down center and a run to first.
Eagles, number 15, Julian
and this will
Barnes.
bring up number 15, the designated hitter of Julian Barnes. Running for number 11.
Running number 8, Nate Jolly.
That is going to be Nate Jolly, the left fielder, coming in to run after the hit by Barnes. Julian Barnes now. A lot of Barneses in this sentence. Jason Barnes with a hit. Coming in to run is Nate Jolly, and Julian Barnes, the DH, now to hit at the plate. Pitch comes in, 1-0 on your count. That's Julian Barnes, the designated hitter. We go back to the top of the rotation here in a moment. Noah Kessler, third baseman for the Eagles. 3-1, Eagles not in front of the Comets in the playoffs. And strike one now. 1-1 your count. Three to 1, Eagles leading over the Comets. It was a game tied up even for a while there. And then that last inning in the fifth, the Eagles went on to score 2 runs. They started the game with a run in the first. And then the Comets came back and tied things up in the top of the second. But then it went 3 innings with no scores until the bottom of the fifth. And then 2 runs scored by the Eagles. Winner of this game will advance into the next round of the playoffs to play either Norwood or Jacksonville. The pitch comes in and swing and strike 2. Trying to run for second. Safe at second is Nate Jolly. Catcher Lewis to Trey Deutsch, and Trey Deutsch threw it just by at least a half an inch short. One and 2 your count. Now the count's at 2-2, and strike 3 now called. He's out. So 2 outs, 1 away.
Now batting for the Eagles.
Here comes number 1 of Noah Kessler, the third baseman. Noah Kessler, number 1, at the top of the rotation now for the 5th time in this game. The pitch dings it off the bat, and they'll call strike 0-1. So 0-1 your count, 2 outs, 1 away for the Comets. We go down to the 7th inning. Comets are down by 2 runs. Winner of this game will advance into the next round of the playoffs. The pitch comes in, and they'll call a ball on that one. 1-1 your count even. 17-7 on the year for the Tri-County 3A runner-ups. 6-4 on their record in the conference. The Comets are 11-8 in the season of the Greater News 3A. They were 5-5, finished in 3rd. They were tied into that great battle there between South Johnston, Cleveland, West Johnston, and Clayton, all fighting for that last first-place spot, and at the end, they all got nestled down to 3rd. They were 1-1, 1 win, 1 loss last week in their final week of conference play over West Johnston. If they would have beat West Johnston, they would have had a high seed in a home game in the playoffs. But unfortunately, after their loss last Thursday night in extra innings at 5-4, they were worried if they were even going to make the playoffs. They found out yesterday morning from the coach's Brandon Luss call from the Raleigh office that they were in. And strike 3. So no opportunity for the Eagles to make any more points added. Just after 8:30 o'clock, we go to the top of the 7th. Clayton needs 2 runs to tie it up. 3 to win. And then play great defense in the bottom of the 7th. This is what it's all about. High school playoff baseball. Top of the 7th, the Comets at the plate when we come back on the CRN Sports Radio Network's coverage of Comets playoff baseball. CRNsports.org, the community radio network, is your official home of everything from stick sports, ball sports, racing, and even more. You like podcasts? Tune in to Finish Line, a Fox Sports Radio presentation every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern with yours truly. Join Wesley Outlet and Trace Knight with sports from basketball all the way to racing. CRNsports.org got you covered. That's www.crnsports.org and click Listen Live. The Community Radio Network has you covered with everything in the community from sports, racing, and more. CRN is proud to be the official voice of the Clayton High School Athletics program. From football in the fall, basketball in the winter, and baseball in the spring, CRN Sports is proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. That's crnsports.org, and then click Listen Live. There is no tomorrow. Win and you stay in. Lose and you go home. This is CRN Sports Network's coverage of the 2019 Baseball Tournament Championship with the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Back here at Eagles Field, top of the 7th. The Comets need 2 runs to tie and 1 strike already been called on Bryson Griffin at the plate. Second baseman Bryson Griffin, number 15 at the plate. 0-1. Is it ball 1 called? 1-1 now your count. Nightfall settling in here in Lillington, in Harnett County. These 2 teams playing in the first round of the playoff. The winner advances on to round 2. Pitch, and they'll ding that one off of Griffin's bat, and they'll call strike 2. 1-2 your count now. On deck is Ben Riker, number 14, the first baseman. Clayton needs 2 runs to tie here in the 7th, and there's strike number 3, and he's out. So Bryson Griffin strikes out.
14, Ben Riker.
And Ben Riker now to the plate. And for the Eagles, they are 2 outs away from going to the next round of the playoffs of against either Norwood or Jacksonville. Hit by the pitch. Hit by the pitch was Reichard, but they're saying he intentionally got hit by the pitch, and they're going to call a strike. He went for a bunt, and then he let the ball hit him in the leg, but the umpire said he intentionally did it, so he gets a strike called. Now the count's at 1-1. So we are covering the baseball broadcast here tonight. Softball is ongoing with the Comets and the Trojans of South Johnston. If Clayton beats South Johnston, they'll advance to the next round of the tournament. Whoever advances, will cover them for you. And there's an opportunity for a fair ball. He throws it, and it's Ben Riker. Riker gets an opportunity to high pitch to advance at least to second, and he will go to second plate. So a crazy count at 3-2. He gets a ding, and they call a fair ball, and Riker jumped at the opportunity. Ben Riker will get a double out of the deal. And this one now bring up Devin Omana. The tie-in run is at home plate. The pitch. And they'll call the ball on the count at 1-0. Clayton needs 2 runs to tie it up here. And this is our last chance to do it. They already got 1 out. Devin Omana at the plate. 1-0. The pitch from Wilson. Swing, and he'll knock it, and it will go foul.